Welcome to my YouTube page. Please subscribe to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the royal family news.
Welcome to Palace Confidential, the world's greatest royal show.
If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe to the YouTube page so that we can move forward. We can build a very strong community and we can grow together.
Let's start now with some news on Catherine, the Princess of Wales, that you have been writing about.
Yeah, a really nice update to be able to give. So she has what's called her Early Years Business Task Force, which is a group of 8 of Britain's biggest firms coming together to see how they can encourage other businesses to kind of have more family-friendly practices that will benefit children between birth and 5. And they had their big landmark report. We were all called to a briefing on it, and the report was pretty well received. The government were briefed on it. What was stressed to us by her team there was that it shouldn't be considered as her official return to work. It's not, and that she will only return to public duties when she gets a green light from her doctors. But she has been all over this report. She was briefed on it, she saw it, she talked to all the people involved in it. So, you know, it's a good sign that she's...
Yes, the report came out in the UK this week about, that the initiative was very successful, that it gets all the big companies in UK to provide service for parents that are working, that have kids, and to make sure that their life is much in tune. It was a good initiative, and a lot of business picked it up, and apparently it took off very, very well. So congrats to her. And she said that the people that are involved spoke with Princess Kate Middleton, but nobody else came out to say anything. All the article I read about the initiative, nobody said they spoke to her. I don't know what you think about that, her comment, but let's carry on.
She's there and, back doing work in some way again. I know from kind of multiple sources that I've been speaking to that she has been seen out and about more recently. So I think while, anything official will be coming out of Kensington Palace, things seem to be moving in quite a good direction.
Gosh, I hope so. When Richard, the news comes, doesn't it, as there's been some more unfortunate, very unpleasant trolling of Catherine online.
Yes.
Whoa, somebody's trolling Catherine online again. Okay, let's figure out who that is. Yeah? Hope it's not me. I'm not a master of trolling. I do my bit, but yeah.
Is this sort of where's Kate and social media? It sort of started up again when you're a figure that's so public like Catherine to then just disappear from the public.
Let's talk about the studio a little bit. The studio is very well put together, very professional, I must say. I really admire the studio. I really admire the studio. Green screen. What do you think? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, okay? I want to hear from you. I don't know if this is a proper studio or if it's a green screen. Please leave your suggestion what you think in the comment. I would love to hear from you.
Gays for so long is a very hard thing to manage. And let's be frank, kind of enemies of the royal family, enemies of Catherine, lots of cheerleaders for Harry and Meghan. They've been kind of using that to have a go and to start to sort of criticise where is she, implying there's, maybe sort of sinister things going on, and it is very unpleasant.
Well, I hope she ignores it because there's,
Yes, I don't think that is a very strange one for me, really, because I don't think you have to be a Harry and Meghan fan to ask where is Kate. Do you understand? I don't think you have to be a Harry and Meghan fan to ask where is Kate or to inquire about her well-being of Kate Middleton. She's the next queen to be. So it's actually very vital and very, very important for people to ask about her whereabouts, because whether you're a Meghan fan, I don't know what that is, or you're Prince William and Kate's fan, wherever you are, it's very important to come together. We find out what is wrong with her, if she's okay, because let's be honest, that cancer video they released is a bit off. It's a bit off, to be honest with you. But let's carry on. But what he says there is just that's what media does. They try to put people against each other. Oh, Harry and Meghan fan, Kate and William fan don't ask about Kate. They do. Most people that I know that are strong supporters of William and Kate, they are the most people that have been asking, that want to see her the most. So that is a bit misleading, I must say.
You've got enough on with actually dealing with a cancer diagnosis, haven't you?
I just hope she doesn't look at that sort of stuff at all online. I mean, it's appalling, but I guess it's one of those things that is inevitable when you're away from the public for a while.
Now, this show is nothing if not shade and light, and from there, Charlotte, we go to the release of an unexpected portrait of the Princess of Wales. Now, I had to be told that it was the Princess of Wales. What can you tell us?
Well, this is the Tatler front cover, and it's a portrait of Catherine, which I actually think is very good.
Okay.
But you potentially wouldn't know it was Kate unless she was in her regalia. In the portrait, she's wearing a Jenny Packham dress that she wore for the King's first state banquet. And the artist obviously had to paint from a picture of this event and never got to meet Kate, who's obviously not sitting for portraits right now. So she didn't quite capture her perfect likeness, but I think it's very good. I think it's very sweet. And, it's a really fun thing that Tatler does every year, actually. They do a different royal every year. This is their third year doing it, a portrait, commissioned by them, of a senior member of the royal family.
I just don't think we can call it a portrait. Like, the whole art of portrait painting is trying to capture someone when you're there with them. In the case of Lucian Freud or someone, he'd be there for days, painting these people. And this is just something from magazines or from video.
I think it looks more like Princess Mary of Denmark.
I actually agree with you, it does look like Denmark. But Kate,
to be fair to the artist, though, she has a history of painting the royal family. She has painted the Queen, the King, and other royal families. She's a very good painter. I think what happened this time, because of Princess of Wales' condition and situation, they gave her a picture to paint. It's very, I don't know, I'm not an artist, but I must assume it must be very difficult for you to paint from a picture and to a paint. When you're painting someone sitting down, you can get all the shape of their face, every aspect of their body right. Yeah, but when you're painting the picture, it's like you're painting the painting. Really, it wouldn't be the same. But she did alright. What do you guys think? I think the painting looked fantastic. It illustrated her very well, and there's no issue there. I think the picture look quite well. What do you think?
You're flattered by that. She loves Princess Mary of Denmark.
Well, that takes us to the younger royals. Rebecca and William led them out to a very damp, very British garden party just this week.
But I kind of love the rain for its Britishness and the fact you've got 8,000 people there stoically with their umbrellas
You're also
on.
weird sticking up for this weather.
The two military bands are still playing and everyone's still drinking their tea and eating their cakes, and it's what British summer's all about, let's face it.
I felt so bad for Zara. She was wearing suede.
I must say, Prince William looks good. He looked good in that outfit. I must say, whenever he has his hat on that covers his bald head, he looks good. But whenever he looks good. But whenever his bald head is wide open, not so much. That outfit was very good. You can wear planned. Everyone have an umbrella. It looks nice. The camera is there. It's fantastic, really.
Shoes, Zara. And I just thought, oh no.
This is Beatrice and Eugenie, and it was just lovely to see the young royals all.
Princess Beatrice. I don't know what to think of Princess Beatrice, because her father and Prince Andrew really messed her up. Really, she was a brighting star coming up. She was supposed to have a high position in the royal family. Because of her father, he just dragged her down. But she seems like a lovely lady.
All out and can call on. What I did also say is something actually we discussed, didn't we, in the programme the other week. I don't think this will herald a return to, or not return, getting them to undertake more royal duties because of Harry and Meghan and all the reasons we discussed the other week. But I do think it maybe is a sign that William, maybe when he becomes king, will call on his cousins a little bit more.
I was sad to read that in Rebecca's piece, because why let Harry and Meghan ruin things for everyone else?
Well, I mean, apparently this lineup, particularly these non-working royals, has upset quite a few Harry and Meghan fans, which admittedly is not a terribly hard thing to do. But what was the impetus behind that?
It really has. I mean, the accusation has been double standards, because look, they say how unfair it is that Harry and Meghan were banned from combining official duties with private jobs and making money. But they completely missed the point, because first of all, this is just a garden party. They're there to support William, but it's not really, they're not carrying out royal duties, just attending a garden party, being jolly and meeting the public. So that's one thing. And also, it's just very different, in my opinion.
Well, none of those people have written a book slagging off William.
Yeah, but how is it different, though? If they are performing a royal duty, how is it different from what Prince Harry was asking for? Prince Harry was literally asking to be part-time. every job can go part-time if you work with them for more than 10 years, which Prince Harry has been working for the royal family for all his life. So for him to ask for her to go part-time, I don't think it's unreasonable, really. There's a job I have worked 2 years. After 2 years, I asked, "Hey, I want to go part-time," and they allowed it. So I don't think it's unreasonable, and I think it's a double standard that you decline it for Prince Harry, but you're giving it to his cousins to be one leg in, one leg out. Yeah, that is a double standard, I think, but I don't know what you think. What do you think in the comment section? I would love to know what you think about this. I think it's a double standard. Do you think it's a double standard? I don't know.
That's right. And also, they haven't sought to make a fortune. They've essentially, people, like usually works in an art gallery, Beatrice works for another company. They just kind of have regular jobs and then are happy to carry out more engagements. And, in my opinion, it'd be...
So if they have a regular job and happy to carry out royal engagement, are they getting paid for the royal engagement? That is the interesting part that I really want to know. If they're getting paid for the royal engagement, that means they're working part-time. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone... If they're getting paid part-time, they are working royals. So, it's a double standard, once again. It's a double standard, once again. So, I don't know what that is about, what the excuse is, or what this guy is trying to insinuate, but it's a double standard.
It'd be great if they were allowed to, but I appreciate that's it's a sensitive subject.
But Charlotte, we talk about the slim down monarchy a lot on this programme, but this does seem like...
Alright, that is the end of
Alright, that is the reaction video. Let me just summarize it. So basically, they spoke about Harry and about Harry being Harry's fan not happy that Prince Harry was not allowed to have a part-time role, but other royal members were given the part-time role. And they also spoke about Kate Middleton, charity that was doing very well, and the rumors about people, Prince Harry's fan, asking about, her whereabouts, saying that they're spreading false rumor, which I think is a bit watered down, because regardless of who you are, you should be able to ask about the next queen's whereabouts and her health and well-being. So I don't think that has to do with any side of the pond you are. But let me know what you think, though. Do you think there's a valid reason that